There we go, look at that. That's Australia for you, folks. Right there, beaches. All about the beach over here. Also about the speed humps. And incredibly low speed limits. Here we are, 40. Doesn't get much slower. Wake up the neighbours. Nearly always got to stop here. Today is no different. I must say my visor is absolutely filthy, and I don't know if it's on the inside or the outside. It's almost... I suspect my children have had their fingers on it at some stage. So I thought I might have a little bit of a chat about why I'm even doing this, why I'm out attempting it, what I hope to get from it, what else is going on. So I basically ride the bike because I guess it's an escape for that short period that you're on it. It's just me. There's no one on the back. There's no kids. There's no pressure of anything else. It's just, I don't commute on it very often. I do, ride it if I've got to go somewhere and need to be somewhere. I'll just jump on it if I can. But again, that's as a release. So most of the time it is recreational. Here we are. You can't complain about that view, can you? Look at that, beaches. That's a river. That's just a local river. A lot of the other reason. So that's why I'm out riding. It's purely for relaxation, I guess. Yes, it can be a bit stressful and you do have to think about what you're doing, but it is what it is. Roundabouts. We love a roundabout over here. I don't know. I don't think America has roundabouts. We have them everywhere. Have done for a long time. Amazing. A lot of people still don't really understand how they work. But anyway, and you get shit like that. Look at that giant hole in the middle of it. So yeah, why did I decide to give motovlogging a go? Well, I guess it came about with the purchase of the camera. Now, the idea behind the camera was one, for a bit of safety's sake, and two was to watch the footage back and analyse my riding. As I may have said before, this wasn't the camera I intended to buy when I went in, but because they had a run-out sale on, last one, display model, blah, 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 it was well worth my while to buy it. That's exactly what I did. Now, I didn't really intend to make videos with it, I guess I did at some stage, but the camera I was looking at didn't have the ability for an external mic, so it wasn't what you call a motovlogger's camera, where this is basically built for it. It's going around 54 acres and I've been around there for years. So yeah, I guess the ability to do it was there. Now, the other thing that happened around the same time, the other thing that happened with it was that I suffer from a bit of anxiety and nerves, or whatever you want to call it. Now, at various times I've done different things to try and combat that. Some medication at one stage, which I didn't really like. It just makes you tired, I reckon. I've found over the years that probably the biggest thing, I guess, is just really throwing yourself in the deep end. So, I went whitewater rafting at one stage. And that's probably the closest I've ever really come recently to backing out of something. I really was ready to walk up to the bloke at the start and say, hey, I'm not up for this. But, I went through it. I'm glad I went through it. Again, one of those things that once I got started, I was fine with it. It's actually, if you've never done it, where I went, which was here in Victoria, right up north Victoria, it's incredibly relaxing. You just lie back, and you know, the white water rafting part of it is a very, probably, you know, something like 5, maybe 10% of your journey. So, you know, as I said, I've done things like that. Now, it was recommended to me that, hey, this could be something you can try. You know, I've never been great at public speaking and speaking up, which is kind of ironic given the job I've got as a branch manager now, which is dealing with customers and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I thought, yeah, bugger it, I'll give it a go. What I found was that, yeah, okay, I was very nervous, but sometimes I'll ride for like an hour and not actually say a single word, yet I've had the conversation half a dozen times in my head. I just can't get it out. So it's given me something to think about as a way of expressing myself. So, sorry about that wind whistle. So yeah, you know, I actually quite enjoy it, and I'm actually finding that I do want to go out and have a conversation with myself and share it with others, which is kind of bizarre because I've never ever wanted to do that before. The fire's just pissing me off. Oh, you just put up with a bloody whistle, screw you. And you know, I'm kind of excited by the fact that, hey, people do actually watch my stuff. Now, yeah, okay, I've worked out that the portion of people that watch my stuff watch it for stupid shit, and, you know, that's not what I'm going to be about. But, you know, I'm willing to try something else. You know, the other night I sat down in front of the camera, facing me, and did a mini review, I guess, of my helmet. That's something, you know, once before I would have never attempted. Although, as I said, you know, that there have been times that I've purposely thrust myself into the limelight, you know, and I often find that once I get there, I'm fine. It's just that initial, was that car seriously $1? You know, it is that initial stress, I guess you'd call it, of what might happen, you know, and it's all out of your control, but, you know, the brain's a weird thing. So yeah, you know, there you go. This is a way I'm helping A, relieve my stress, and B, relieve my anxiety. So the bike's relieving my stress and doing a marvellous job of it, and the camera's helping with a bit of anxiety. So there you go, viewers. That's what's going on. Oh, look at that. Marvellous, isn't it? As I said, all about the beaches. That kid just pulled a wicked mono, did you see it?